Hi there, my name is Shilpa Sekri and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about how to overcome the second biggest fear about public speaking and how to actually solve the biggest question about public speaking, which is what if I forget? What if I forget? Now, whenever I ask my students that what are your fears or what are your inhibitions that holds you back from public speaking, the first answer that I get is fear of judgment, and the second answer that I get is what if I forget? So in this video, I am going to share with you four short ways that will help you retain your memory back. Okay, that will help you during your presentation, in between your speech, if you suddenly forget something. These four things will help you buy some time to get your memory back, to retain what you wanted to say, to retain that memory, right? So the first thing that you can do, okay, before I discuss all these four things, let me tell you this. I want you to imagine that you are here in front of me, and there are 100 of the people, and I am giving the speech. I am the speaker. I'll be practically demonstrating it in front of you how to handle such situation, right? So you're here in front of me and I'm giving a speech, and I'm talking about why is it so important to become a better communicator, right? So I'm talking about number one, it is very important to become a better communicator because it will make you come across as a leader. And uh, number two is number two. See, now if this happens, what you don't have to do is this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just forgot what I wanted to say. I am not able to remember it. Oh my God, I should have practiced more. No, this is not what you have to do. On the contrary, what you can do is this. Number one, I want to tell you that you will come across as a better leader. And number two, actually, first I would like to talk about number three with you. Okay, and then I will come back to number two. See, did you see what I did? Did you see what I did here? I actually just jumped to number three rather than talking about number two. So, first, I will talk about number three, which I'm able to remember. And after completing number three, I have bought myself some time to talk, to remember what was number two. And then I will come back to number two, right? This is called point number one, spontaneous improvisation. Spontaneous improvisation. On the moment, in between a presentation or speech, I forgot something. I will not say that I forgot it. Okay, I will not fumble and I will not start panicking. Instead, I will spontaneously improvise and I will go to the next point that I remember. And then I will come back to my previous point. That's the number one. You can handle the situation. Second thing which you can do is it's actually quite nice, funny, humorous. Second thing which you can do is repeat what you said in a different way. Repeat what you said in a different way. Now let's just say I am saying number one reason why you should become a better communicator is because you will come across as a leader. And let's say I forgot. Let's say I forgot. Now, instead of showing I forgot, what I will do is I will say, how many of you would love to become great leaders in life? Tell me, how would your life change if you become better communicators and better leaders? See, I started emphasizing on the first point to buy myself some time so that I can think of the second point that I want to say. And trust me, speakers do this all the time. Speakers do this all the time because everybody is a human being. Even if the best of the best public speakers, everyone does this because there are times when we are not able to remember what we wanted to say next. So we buy ourselves some time by repeating, by emphasizing on the things that we just said. That's number two. Number three, the third thing which you can do is question and answer. Question and answer, Q and A's. Now this is really powerful. This is magical. Q and A's will actually make you look like a better communicator, and Q and A's will make your communication even more engaging. So rather than showing that you have forgotten something, you can introduce questions in your speech. Okay. Again, let's say I just forgot the second point, right? And I am saying that you will come across as better leaders. Now I forgot what I wanted to say next. I will introduce a question. I will actually ask you questions like, let's do one quick activity. Okay, let's take 1 minute. I want you all to take 1 minute. Turn to your partner, turn to the person sitting next to you, and discuss with the person, discuss with the partner, and tell that person how would your life really change? And what would it mean for you to become a better communicator? Discuss this with your partner for next 1 minute. See, this trick, introducing some questions, introducing some activities, spontaneously will make you a better engaging communicator. And nobody will know that you actually forgot. And in the meantime, in that 1 minute that you have bought for yourself, you can go back to your notes, see what you wanted to say, and come back. Right? That's number three. Last but definitely not the least, the fourth thing which a lot of people do, but you don't have to do, is taking 30 pages of script. Okay, don't do this. Don't do this. I have seen people doing this mistake that they write from good morning to bye, they have written 30 pages of their script and then they take it to the stage. Don't do this. Okay, it is not going to help you. Because let's say you have taken 30 pages of script with you on the stage and suddenly you forget something. You are on point number 4 and you want to see point number 5 on your notes, and in 30 pages you will be all confused. You will be like, where is it? Where was that page where I've written point number 5? You will not be able to find it, right? So instead of writing 30 pages of your script, just write bullet points. Only write bullet points. And whenever you feel like you have forgotten something, you can simply go back to, very normally, casually, you can go back to your notes and see the bullet point you want to see and just come back. For example, I wanted to see some point right now. Let's say I want to see some bullet point that I have written. I will very casually talk to you and I will look at my bullet point and I will come back. See, that's not awkward. You can do that. But having said that, make sure you do not do it very frequently. It shouldn't be like that you are giving a 1 hour presentation and 15 times you have to go back to your notes, right? It will end up meaning that you have not rehearsed properly, right? So do not go back to your notes again and again. But if necessary, you can definitely go back to look at the points that you have written. That's point number 4. Now, having shared all these brilliant 4 tips with you, this is a bonus tip, fifth tip that I want to give you, which is rehearse well. Rehearse well, practice well. Okay, there's nothing better than practicing, there's nothing better than rehearsing your speech. See, all these 4 points will only come handy when you have actually rehearsed, right? Then only you will be able to improvise spontaneously. Then only you'll be able to introduce questions and activities in between your speech. If you have not rehearsed properly, if you have not put in any effort in your speech or your presentation, then nothing is going to save you. So, borderline, the most important line I would say is rehearse well. Really put your heart and soul, blood and sweat into practicing your speech and presentations. When you do that, even after that you forget, all these 4 points that I've shared with you will certainly help you, right? I hope these tips were really helpful to you. Let me know in the comments which tip did you like the most and which tip you're going to follow. And if you have any other questions related to communication, public speaking, confidence, let me know that in the comments as well. If you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.